we just gonna sing? Why don't we just sing? Because
Sing something, Dani. Sing something. Sing something.
I can't. I don't know. I can't sing.
What's going on, everyone? Feels a little different, right? This broadcast? Son of a bitches, I'll tell you what's going on. Welcome, everyone. We do apologize for the last, my God, 6 seasons, 2 episodes. We've had our intro music, but we found out that we've been getting cut off from social media, Facebook primarily because of the intro music. When we do have license, we are allowed to use it through Spotify because I pay for Spotify.
Right.
The podcast is found on Spotify. So we do apologize for not having our intro music today. All right. So we're going to give it a shot today to see if we can go through with this and forward with this. My voice is shot, as you guys can hear.
I hear that. Like, what's going on? Usually you're raspy, but this is like more raspy.
This is crazy. I know. It's crazy.
So sometimes people say like raspy is sexy, but John, when you do, like, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Granny, just tell me I'm sexy. Don't worry about the other shit, huh?
I'm sexy and I know it.
Yeah. So guys,
wait a minute. We might get blocked. I sang a little bit.
I do apologize if it's painful to listen to, but I'm going to let Dani speak a lot today. So, folks, we want to welcome you guys to our broadcast today. This is the KFIT Talk podcast, which is streaming live right now across social media platforms. Facebook. Dani's got, I think, her Instagram or TikTok.
I got TikTok live. Like, it's been a minute since I've been live, so I'm hoping that they can hear Mr. John Koga. So y'all on TikTok, you might not know, but this right here is John Koga, the creator of Koga Fitness. So anybody that follows me knows that we do Koga fitness classes at my gym at Dani K Gym Wellness. And
yes, you do.
So this is the creator 21 years
21 years ago. Yep.
21 years ago. So, and John Koga is a celebrity trainer in New York. He trains a lot of celebrities. He name drops all the freaking time, but like whatever. Vanessa Williams, the Kardashians, Robert Downey Jr., like all these people he trains, right?
I can't confirm any of those names in case you're listening, okay? I got to keep their anonymity.
Come on, he name drops.
Anonymity, all right? We got to keep
anonymity. So, and I apologize on TikTok if you can't hear his raspy voice, like he thinks he's trying to be sexy. He thinks he's trying to be sexy, but
hell no.
Whatever.
My days of being sexy are over. Come on. So listen, sorry, guys, welcome everybody, girls, guys, whatever you identify as. We want to welcome you guys to the broadcast, all right? This is KFIT Talk with Dani K and John Koga, Dani K, however you want to word it. But we are really excited because we're at season 6, episode 3 right now. All right. We only ask that you guys sit back, chew the fat with us for the next hour, and make sure you subscribe. Also share this. Oh shit, Dani, I got to make sure. I got to get on Facebook.
Oh now. Yeah. Get on Facebook and make sure.
Facebook now. Make sure there's a bad boy.
So people on TikTok, if you don't know, now you know. We got a podcast. It's called KFIT Talk. And you can go to Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. And we're, like John said, we are in season 6, y'all. So like there's 5 other seasons that y'all missed. So get on it. Get on it, y'all.
Get on it. So yeah, what we're talking, folks, is fitness, food, life, and fun. I think we pretty much covered up. We have a really, really good following going on because of each and every one of you guys that just absolutely listen to us, love us, engage with us, ask our questions, comments, and concerns you might have on topics, on whatever the case may be relating to fitness, food, life, and fun, and we're happy to do this for you guys. And we're appreciative. We're very, very appreciative of all of your support throughout all these years that Dani and myself have had in the health and wellness and fitness industry. All right. No music today. We had no music.
No music. That sucks, dude.
Sucks, man. It's a different energy, but we're going to bring the energy up. Music is the driving force in health and fitness. And as you guys know, you get a good song on, you're going to bump up your energy levels, your intensity levels. It elevates. You know what I'm saying? Music is the driving force behind fitness. I don't care what anybody else tells you. Energy drinks, music is the driving force. Trust me. All right. So listen, we're excited about today's podcast and our broadcast because we have some topics that I think everybody that can relate to. We try to make sure we come up with topics that you're not just sitting back. And if you are sitting back listening to something that you already know you're an expert on, then drop us a comment and tell us what we can contribute to the commentary. All right. Don't be shy. Be just let it fly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
Send it.
like that. Don't be shy. Let it fly.
Yeah,
Ooh,
man, let
John's a
it
poet
fly.
and didn't know it.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared. Be prepared. You know what I'm saying? So join us. But anyway, Danny had mentioned about obviously Koga. I'm the creator of Koga, and Danny is a big part of the success of my program, being in 11 countries with hundreds and hundreds of certified instructors, which I'm gonna re-tap into. So if you guys are out there that are my instructors, pandemic, all that bullshit that put the kibosh on things, we're coming back at you. I promise you. All right. So yesterday I log on to Facebook. I had a quick minute in between my class, and I log on. I see Tony, Danny's Koga instructor down there, Tony, and his beautiful wife Anna, and the rest of the Kogis at Danny K Gym and Wellness doing a live class. I said, shit. I dropped the bonbons I was eating, and I said I got to join her. And so Tony, you kicked my ass for those 15 minutes, brother. I really, really, and it kind of hit me. I'm like sitting back. I'm like, wow, this is something obviously that I created, and then when I see somebody else teaching it and just doing a kick-ass job, and people just
Yeah.
treat it like it's their own, like Tony was doing. I learned new moves from Tony yesterday,
Right.
and it's like
Tony's always thinking, he's choreographing, like I
awesome,
mean,
man.
he's
Awesome.
killing it. He's doing
Awesome,
it.
Tony. There's my clap, Tony. So
Yes.
thank you,
Yes.
Tony, and to the Kogis down at Danny K Gym and Wellness, and to all of our Kogis worldwide. If you're not a Kogi, you will be. If you want more information on the Koga workout, which is a fusion of kickboxing and yoga with 8 different formats, you got to drop us a little comment. Tell us the area where you're from, and Danny K and myself will show up at your doorstep, and we'll come there and we'll do a certification and a master class. I don't care
Yep.
if you're in Bismarck, North Dakota. It doesn't matter. We
Yep.
get enough people to fill that room. We'll be on a plane featuring Koga down there and certifying you. If you're an
Yep.
instructor and you're tired of teaching the same old bullshit that every gym in your area is teaching, shit, I never plug Koga, but I'm going for it today.
Well, go for it, dude.
You're tired of teaching the same old that every gym, every corporate gym in your area is teaching, you need to reach out to Danny and myself, because the
Yep.
time is now. We're coming at you.
Yep. Yep.
Koga Invasion
Because
2000. Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
because I'm telling you, like with Koga, like the trend. Look it up, Google it, research it, whatever. The trends, the fitness trends that always stay hot is obviously weights,
Yeah,
weighted cardio, hit training, and that's what we encompass all
incorporate.
of that in
Yep,
Koga. I mean,
yep,
it is kick ass. We do Tabata Koga, we do the Koga pumped, which is with the weights.
yep.
You
Hit,
know, we do the
X-Train.
hit, we
Yeah.
do X train, we get the hurdles out and the
Heavy
cones
bag
and all
K2.
that stuff.
Yep.
So like this is like, and I hate, and I will tell you, everybody knows I do not like working out.
Yeah.
Um, I would much rather sleep than work out, but I'm telling you, the results, I love the results, right? I love the results from lifting weights. I love the results. Now I even stopped running my Tabatas. I started doing my weighted cardio Tabatas with the kettlebells and stuff like that. And that I actually like. Did I say that? But
Sure did.
I do not like group fitness. I do not like teaching group fitness. But I used to teach Koga, so but I don't now, because I have Tony, so
Yep.
that I can train my clientele. Got a little hefty, so now I'm training my clients during the time that Tony's teaching. So so it's we're given the best bang for the buck here at Danny K Gym and Wellness. But when I was teaching Koga, like I hate I hate group fitness. I don't like teaching, but I was teaching the Koga, and it's badass. It's like cardio without knowing that you're doing cardio, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Especially when it get the weights. Because obviously cardio or weights, I'd rather do the weights. So when we pump in that Koga pump and we
Oh,
using those
man.
weights, it's like,
Yeah,
what
for
the
sure. Yeah.
hell? Like, I'm telling you,
Thank you,
y'all,
man.
y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know the
Yeah.
amazingness of and once you take one class, everybody gets freaking addicted to it. They're like, okay, when's the
You're
next
hooked.
class? When's the next class?
You're hooked.
It's
I
so
tell you,
true.
Yeah, for those of you that are listening and you don't know what Koga is, go to KOGAFIT, Koga with a K, KogaFit.com, and take a look at the program. You know, Danny, and it's great because, like I said, I got share a little testimonial. So many of you that know me and many of you guys that listen to our podcast, I've been going through some crazy inflammation and joint pains and hips and ankles and all sorts of shit over the last 2 months, but I'm crediting my renovator for pulling the inflammation out. The Sizzle Renovator that I've been taking, a natural homeopathic approach. It's got boswellia, it's got chondroitin, glucosamine, devil's claw. Anyway, it's the best product. You got any joint pains, inflammation, you got to get on this product. Reach out to us. But this point I'm trying to make is that I also noticed, and I've been preaching for years, that I could actually like stumble and limp into a Koga class, okay, to teach 45 people behind me. At the end of every time I finish my Koga class, the limp is gone. I feel 100% better. Everybody's like, John, you walked in like a crotchety old man, and now you're freaking walking out like a freaking 22-year-old athlete. Because circulation is the best medication, folks. Circulation is the best medication. If you're moving, you're winning. So this program combines physical therapy modalities. It combines stretching from yoga practices and asanas. It combines the strength from cardio. I'm sorry, from weight training, and of course you get your cardio conditioning as well. So you're gonna limp in, but you're gonna run out, and you're gonna feel 100% better when you're. One last thing before I hand it over to you, Danny, because I sound like Froggy from the Little Rascals. For those of you that knew, they don't even know who the hell Froggy is from the Little Rascals.
Tay.
Tay. Danny, that's racist. Stop, Danny. Yo, so listen, I said, yo, check this out. I got to make a shout out to Judy Wheaton. You guys saw my post on how amazing Judy looks. Judy's down 27 pounds. She's dedicated. She's committed. She's also takes life in moderation. So she's like Danny, she has her cheat days. But Judy, big shout out to Judy for crushing her Koga fitness training program over the last few months. All right. So listen, you guys that are listening right now, we want you guys to sit back and enjoy the ride for today's topics. Right. We have some really good ones. All right. First of all, Sizzle. You heard me mention Sizzle is our unofficial sponsor to the KFIT Talk podcast. Danny just held up her H2 stick. Sizzle is an acronym. SISEL, standing for Science, Innovation, Success, Energy, and Longevity. We provide the best, as far as I'm concerned, the most superior products you can put in your body and on your body.
Without a doubt.
All natural, paraben-free, chemical-free, and toxin-free. Very affordable. There's also a business side. If you want to get a little side hustle going and make some serious residual income, we can discuss that. But first and foremost, let's get you looking and feeling your best. You know, Danny?
Yes.
So Danny, what's going on in the world of Danny K? I want to hear. I want our listeners and our subscribers that are just logged on or just hit that subscribe button. So make sure you smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
Tell everybody a little bit about Danny K, my partner in crime down there from Westminster, Maryland.
I mean, it's a sunny day. I love it. I love the heat. And I'm actually sitting here with my heater on.
Out of your mind.
I have my heater because I get cold, dude. I get cold here in this gym.
You better check your iron level, girl.
It's my body fat. I don't have the body fat that keeps you warm, right?
We know. I get it.
So anyway, but no, like this week I've got 5 full days of, well, maybe like 4.5 full days of working. Last week I had 3 days off, which I loved. 3 days off from the gym, but I was still working. A friend of mine birthday party was happening, and I was help setting that up. So I was working. But it was fun work. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway. But yeah.
Did you get to relax in any serenity rooms? Or
it was cool. Yeah.
Were there any rose petals or petals involved?
No, sunflower petals.
Sunflower petals. I know you're a big flower girl. I know you need sometimes to decompress in a nice private room with the sun settled. Nice, good.
Yeah, without a doubt. But look, the game changer. The game changer.
There it is.
The Hyperbell, right? The Hyperbell dumbbell, kettlebell maker.
Yeah, she's holding up a fitness piece of equipment that turns your dumbbells into a kettlebell.
Any dumbbell will turn into up to 100 pounds. This bitch holds up to 100 freaking pounds.
That's crazy, man.
Look at this. Look at this thing. This I'm going to show you in pieces and parts. So this thing, it's a bar, but it also holds dumbbells.
So guys, if you guys can picture,
Badass.
if you guys, those of you guys on the podcast, Danny's held up. It looked like a 3-foot bar, and on the ends of the bar, you can attach a dumbbell to both sides, so you have an off-balance weighted stick, almost like a mace stick that we had.
Well, yeah. So you can do a mace thing. We had Tim on, right?
Yep.
But you can also do like a bar. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
put 240 pound. I did this with my client. One of my female clients lifts 40-pound dumbbells, right? And she's worked up to it. It's like a year and a half, and she's gotten up to the 40-pound dumbbells. And so she I put the 40-pound dumbbells in the bar, and she's like, "What the hell do you have me doing?" I'm like, "Just shut up, and I'll lift it up to you and just press it." So it was different, like, you know what I mean? Like the bar's only about like 3 pounds. But it was definitely a little bit different, a little bit challenging for her, so that's like 80 pounds, right? Plus a little bit with the bar, but she was pressing it. And I mean, it's so amazing. So you can make a bar out of it. You can make a mace out of it. Then you've got and today with my kettlebell weighted workout cardio today, my Tabatas, I made it a mace, and I did some mace exercises with it that I've, kind of learned from Tim,
Yep.
from watching him, like not really learned from him. I watched him.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, the concept is great. Like you're able to be off balance, and you need your core to engage that. I mean, it's a great concept. It really is.
Yeah.
Danny, are we able to see? Did you go to Facebook to make sure this is
No, because I got my phone on TikTok Live.
Let me check. You got to get it back.
So I was not able to do that, but I can actually go boom to see
privacy. Yeah, it's public. We're good.
Yeah, it's public. Yep.
All right, cool. Excellent. All right, so listen, folks, we need some topics. So Danny came up with some ones that, guys, we've been doing this almost a year and a half now. It is a year and a half. And we really never covered the same topic twice. But today's topic, I think everybody can relate to. Or maybe if you're just starting your fitness journey, or you just joined the gym, your Planet Fitness, your corporate gyms, you joined Danny K's World Gym and Wellness. Whatever the case may, well, I shouldn't say that because it'd be different. If you were in Danny K's Gym and Wellness, you wouldn't have to ask this question. So you might be saying to yourself, all right, it's, I'm confused. What's better? And I don't like to use the term better, Danny, right? I don't want to say which one is better than the other. It's really a lot has to do with what you're looking for. If you have any ailments, what your injuries are, how much time you have, so one of the biggest questions we get in the industry is, should I be doing which one? What are the benefits of, or should I be doing more free weights or more circuit training? Over the last circuit training over the last 5 years, you've seen a lot of these. Well, go back 10 years when they had curves and everybody was doing a little circuit.
Yeah.
But that really wasn't just weights. That was different machines, apparatuses as well, and devices.
Yeah.
But, so like it really depends on what you're looking for, what you're looking to obtain. And I'm going to let Danny get into that in a second on, what the benefits of each one would be. But so should I be doing free weights or circuit training? All right. The correct answer is, my answer is you should be doing both combined. But if you're saying which one should I devote more time to, both of them are going to be beneficial. And I'm a free weight guy. I like my free weights. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an independent movement. What does that mean? When you're holding free weight dumbbells in your hands, we might have one body part, one extremity, one left or right arm that's stronger than the other. When you're on a fixed plane or an even keel, a fixed plane on a machine where your dominant arm is still going to take over the weaker one, and it's still going to go on a fixed plane, a straight line, you're not really doing any major benefits to that weaker body part. All right. So I like to do my free weight stuff because I want to try to get both my right side and my left side, whether it's my arms or my legs, my pecs, whatever. I want them to be trained evenly, and I want to build up the strength so they're not going to always be 100% the same. That's just anatomy and physiology. And free weights are going to allow you to do that. If you use dumbbells, okay? Actually, even if you use a barbell, let's say you're doing a bench press and all of a sudden you're pressing the right side up and the left side is lagging a little bit, and you have to make sure you have a good spotter there and a trainer. on a machine, it's going to push through on an even keel, meaning that the right strength is going to kick in if you're right side dominant, and the left side is going to lag behind. All right, so it really goes by what you're looking to obtain, how out of shape you are. Are you looking to burn fat? Are you crunched for time where you don't have time to take plates off, and who's using the dumbbells, and you want to just blow through. So I would say both. Ideally, I would say combine the two. So which one is better for you is really going to be up to you and a good personal trainer, which we're going to get into down the road. So Danny, how would you answer? Using the term is one better than the other. Listen, I don't know if that's the right way to address this, but what are your thoughts are between free weights and also, matter of fact, Danny, let's throw a little something else in. Let's throw in some kettlebells and some maces, and let's compare those to free weights. What are your thoughts on that, Danny?
So for me, like, I'm always going to say, for me personally, dumbbells, free weights.
Wow, I thought you said free
weights, free base. What the hell?
Something I need to know about.
We're surely gonna get kicked off. Free weights, like the barbells, the dumbbells, like, for me, that's always going to be personally your better workout, for reasons that you just mentioned. You know what I mean? Like, you're working your stabilizer muscles when you're working dumbbells, when you're working the barbell, when you're working, even kettlebell, you're working stabilizer muscles, you're working core. So the more muscles you engage, the more calories you're burning, the more quote unquote intense workout you're getting. Now, that said, to do like a leg extension, you need a leg extension machine, except for that new piece of thing that almost looks like my hyper bell. Have you seen that thing where it attaches to your ankle and your foot, and you can put the dumbbell on it? You can do a leg extension with a dumbbell.
Yeah, it's like a boot.
So yeah, it's like a little boot. So I mean, outside of having that, like, you know what I mean? If we're talking about like in a gym, obviously to do a lat pull down, we need the lat pull down machine, right? So that is a machine. And we need the leg extension, for the quads to actually, individualize that. But that said, so like if I have a client that has like a bad knee or a weaker leg, there for a while I was training one of my clients that had a stroke, and her right side was weaker. So I always catered to the weaker side. So when we did the leg extension, it was one leg at a time, and we did the weak leg first. So whatever the weak leg did, the stronger leg just did too. So meaning, if we put like 20 pounds on the leg extension that she could do, and that leg got 8 reps out, well, I only am going to let the stronger leg do 20 pounds, and I'm only going to let the stronger leg do 8 reps, right? Because if we let the stronger leg or the stronger arm in a dumbbell situation or whatever, if we let the stronger side do its potential, you'll always have that imbalance. So when you have imbalance, you're going to have injury. So we try and get things, like you said, you're not going to be 100% symmetrical, like you're always going to have a weaker side, you're always going to have a dominant side. But to close the gap in on the imbalance is what we need, right?
Right.
So I personally feel like the dumbbells, is better than the barbell, like when you're talking like a chest press or a row or anything. But it's still a free weight. So you're still, like you said, you still can see that weaker side, kind of slacking, and you got to push it out. But with the dumbbells, you can actually, you have to push. So if your right arm's going up and your left arm's hanging out, you know what I mean? You better lower the weight so that the left arm can go up too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then you're balancing everything out. Triceps, with the kickbacks, the bicep curls, so me personally, I like the dumbbells as a better workout. But you do need to have some machines sometimes. Now, that said, when I have a person that's never worked out before, or it's been 5 to 10 years since they've worked out, I want to work them in. I want to show them the machines, kind of get the basics down, right? And then graduate them to different things. So machines are not bad. It's just, you're not, like you said, it's working on one plane, whether it's a row, a push, a pull, like whatever. It's
Yep.
working on one plane. So when it's working on one plane, you could sit there and just take your dominant arm and just, work it, and your weak arm doesn't have to do anything because that side's still going too.
That's right.
Um, but I always want my clients to feel comfortable in the gym situation, because no matter what gym you go to, it's always an intimidation, right? So feel out the machines and get them to know and understand the machines, and then throughout time, I'm going to graduate them to the dumbbells to get the for me what I consider the better workout, because you're engaging the stabilizer muscles, you're engaging core, and all that stuff. And, like you said, the kettlebells and the mace. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I'm getting like one of the best workouts, and I've actually seen different, some quick results from doing the kettlebell Tabatas versus the running of the Tabatas. So like I absolutely love it. And actually today I did 16 minutes of my kettlebell Tabatas, and I
Wow.
just went from one exercise to the next exercise, and I sweat like what? I sweat. Like, I don't sweat, but when I get done my 8 minutes or 16 minutes of Tabatas, the kettlebell
Okay.
Tabatas, the weighted cardio, I sweat. Why? Because I'm lifting weights, I'm utilizing more muscle, it's more intense. And then, of course, when you're having the more intense workout, which I think you're going to get from free weights or kettlebells, or even the barbell, whatever, from to the machine. um you get that afterburn, and we've talked about that prior. But afterburn is where your body still feels like it's working out hours after you work out. So when you're going to the grocery store, you're sitting at your office, your desk at office, or your kid's soccer game, your body still feels like it's working out. And and that's where you're getting the better, faster results, because you've worked intensely, because you've worked those muscles, and you've just killed it, and you tapped into that fat burning process a
Yeah.
lot better.
Let's talk about. I want to bring some functional training into this as well, equipment. But let's discuss what you something to piggyback off what you just said. So, folks, when you're working out, the more muscles you can get to engage on one specific movement, like the more muscles you can get to engage or activate on one exercise. Let's say I'm just standing here doing a bicep curl. Well, my stabilizers in my legs, my core are they're keeping things stable. So the stabilizers are working, but we're not firing off the hamstrings or glutes or quads. So when you tie in a movement, let's say you're holding two dumbbells in your hands and you do a squat into an overhead press, you just incorporated 5 or 6 different muscle groups:
Yep.
your shoulders, your legs, your hams, your glutes. If you go up on your toes, you're engaging your calves. You're going to burn more calories. Okay, you're going to get more bang for your buck when as opposed to just doing one strict. Nothing against it.
Right.
I'm talking about combining it. But if you really want to maximize your time, your performance, your
Yes.
your potential, add a few of those full body movements like Danny was saying, and ways we can do that are with functional training. So what is functional training? The layman's terms. So we discuss free weights. You guys know what those are. We discuss circuit training. So now there's been a big boom in the last 10 years with CrossFits and all sorts of stuff coming out, and battle ropes and all sorts of, kettlebells.
Yep.
Functional training trains us for movements that we would normally do in life. Okay, whether you're chopping wood, whether you're you're walking in the park, whether you're shaking out the laundry, whether you're these are pieces of equipment that are going to mimic or simulate that particular type. That's the best way to explain functional training.
Right.
Functional training, because it's going to show you movements that you require in life to be functional. You have to do things. An occupational therapist is going to teach you how to use your fork and spoon again. A physical therapist is going to get those muscles right to prepare you to get to an occupational therapist.
Right.
So we have to get you back to functioning in society. So when we say functional training, it's a lot of fun. You have your battle ropes. You have your people years ago hitting sledgehammers on tires. You have your Tim did Mace Fit with the weight. Now Danny's really
Yeah.
rocking kettlebells out right now. Okay. So they're actually, excuse me, they're going to simulate functional movements that you probably incorporate throughout your life at some given point. And also depends on what kind of job you have. If you're a heavy duty construction guy and you're lugging around freaking, 80-pound sacks of freaking roofing shingles on your shoulders, climbing up a ladder, you want to train for this. Although that already, as far as I'm concerned, is training, and that is functional training in a sense in the real life form. Okay,
Right.
so how do we now throw that functional training with the weight training with the circuit training? A good trainer like Danny K or myself, we're going to incorporate these things into your program in over time. Dan, you walk into Danny K's gym. She does an assessment on you. She sees you're very, very, very beginner level. She's not going to have you flipping tires and holding, power cleaning, 100 pounds over your head and doing walking lunges. Probably we're not going to do that regardless because I'm not a big fan of those. But the point I'm trying to make is that everything has to be done accordingly to what you're at, what your goals are, what your physical capabilities are. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to try something. So today's topics were free weights and circuit training. So if you're in the gym all the time, I want you guys to give this a shot. And if you do it, great. Report back to us. For the next 2 weeks, I want you to try just free weights. Don't throw in anything else but free weight training. See how you feel. Then maybe weigh yourself, do all that good protocol check. The next 2 weeks, I want you guys to do just circuit training, just through circuitry. You might get bored, but just do circuit training for 2 weeks. Or maybe you might want to do a week of this or a month. The last 3 weeks, try just functional training. I'd be curious to see. Matter of fact, we'll throw you one of you guys a T-shirt or something that we have for anybody that takes us up on this offer. We want you to come. Maybe we'll even bring you back on the. Matter of fact, we will. We'll bring you back on the podcast as a guest. So
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
2 weeks, I want you guys to journal just free weight training and write it down because we're gonna have you on the podcast. I don't care if you're calling from Uruguay because we have people in Uruguay listening.
Yep.
I'll get a freaking interpreter. Believe me. I want you guys to journal what your daily workouts were for those 2 weeks. And then I want you guys to try doing circuit training if you belong to a gym, and then try functional training. All right. And we're going to have you report back. And I want you guys to tell us what you felt like you got the most, not results, or maybe the most results either in your mind or in your muscle. I'd love to hear that, Danny. What are your thoughts on it? You think that'd be a good idea?
And also the wearables too, like see where the calories and the heart rate
Yes.
and all that stuff, because
Yes.
I know my heart
Absolutely.
rate gets up and is more sustained, like a higher sustained heart rate doing the weighted Tabatas than just running on the treadmill Tabata. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Why? Because I'm lifting muscle. Like I'm lifting those weights and utilizing the muscle. And my heart rate is just like, man, it kicks my ass, but I actually like it. So
Yeah. I hear
yeah,
you.
so journal the free weights, the circuit, the
Mhm.
functional, and make sure you have a wearable so that you can see the different we can track the calories on burning on each different thing. You know
Absolutely,
what I
Danny.
mean? Like, yeah,
That's a great matter of fact. Then we
yeah.
might be on. We might be onto something like
Might
that
be
in the
onto
future.
something here.
Maybe we'll do a little contest. But I'm curious to see if who wants to be the trial, who wants to go into a little beta testing with us. And let's see
Yeah.
what you're getting at the end of the week. Let's see what all your numbers look like. All right. Let's see what the indicators are. And I got to be honest as always because I'm an honest guy. I really feel like all of this, for the most part, ties into a good trainer, a good coach. These terms, once again, over the last 5 years have been used very loosely. Everybody's a coach. You go get yourself a certificate online. All of a sudden, I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a CrossFit coach. I'm a personal trainer because I answered 12 questions on the internet. I got my freaking personal training certificate. I get it. I'm not shaming you guys. Trust me, I wouldn't do that. Maybe you have 30 years in the gym and you just needed a piece of paper to show the gym that
Yep.
I see that. I've been down this road. I understand it. But, some people ask, John, what does a personal trainer do differently than, let's say, a coach, a life coach? Now, I'm gonna give you my interpretation of it, and then I want to hear Danny's because it goes both ways. Like I feel that a personal trainer is in fact a life coach as well as a personal trainer, and I'll tell you why. So, as a personal trainer, God bless you, as a good
This
personal
cough.
trainer, we're going to teach you guys, God bless you for coughing. We're going to teach you guys, the fundamentals of working out, leading a healthy lifestyle, proper nutrition, meal prepping, stretching. We're going to combine all of that. But you're always going to meet a client that wants to talk to you about personal stuff. And I hope you guys keep that, non-disclosure, and you keep that among, and I know you trainers out there, good trainers, keep that amongst the two of you. So as a personal trainer, you become, no offense to our psychologists, you guys got these degrees a mile long, but you become their friend, their mentor, their psychologist, their confidant as a personal trainer, and you become their coach and strength and conditioning. Okay. So I think a personal trainer, while yes, it can get watered down because there's a personal trainer on every corner in every gym that might have got certified through a certification that, might be not as respectable as the other ones. But, and then if you look at a life coach, now a life coach, obviously, I think is a little bit more on the mindset side of it, where they're going to sit down, they're going to talk to you almost like a psychologist. They're going to set you on the pathways in life that best apply for you, your lifestyle. They're going to listen to what you have to say. They're going to take heed to it. They're going to come up with a nice game plan for you. It might include working out, but I don't see a life coach, helping you bench, 315 and squat, 100, 315. I just don't see it. There might be some out there that do that. I know the terms get often intermingled and intertwined,
Right.
where some people like, do I need a life coach? Do I need a personal trainer? But I feel like on the personal trainer side, we might be able to address a little bit more because of the rapport that we establish with that client for that 1 hour, as opposed to a life. Now, guys, I'm not poo-pooing life coach. I'm a huge believer. If it makes you feel good, do it. If somebody's bringing joy to your life and somebody's bringing maybe closure to something that you just couldn't shut the book on, and a life coach helps you, please stay with that person. I just feel like the topic is maybe it shouldn't be versus. It shouldn't be personal trainer versus life coach. It might be personal trainer or life coach is probably how we should have
Yeah.
put the topic. So
Yeah.
Danny, I mean, I know Danny, you're both to everybody. I understand this, so like, the life coach, with the whole mind, health, and wellness in the last 5 to 10 years, and their certifications on becoming a life coach, and you can do life coaching, online, one-on-one, as opposed to, you can't really personal train somebody, as far as I'm
Right.
concerned, in a gym one-on-one. So Danny, how would you differentiate, and how would you decipher, and how would you tell somebody if they need a personal trainer or a life coach?
So for me, like, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a nutritionist, and I'm a wellness, life and wellness coach. I've got clients through obviously personal training. I have nutrition clients and I have life and wellness coaching clients. But the difference, like you said, the personal training, and we can do one-on-one online personal training, but the personal
Yeah,
trainer is going to be helping you lift the weights, working you through, that, the stick point, getting you the results that you're looking for, that kind of thing. I don't know, like, if you're just, quote unquote, if you're just a life coach and not a personal trainer, you're not going to be able to show them how to lift a weight, or to how to instruct them onto lifting weights, or how to instruct them onto,
how to be
getting
safe.
them,
Yeah.
the workouts, the results, the goal, reaching those goals. Um, but like, yes, so as a personal trainer, we can tend to be life coaches. Some personal trainers are not, what I mean, like, especially like newer personal trainers that, they don't, they're just still kind of wet behind the ears, and they know how to get you the results, but they don't know how to, like, fix, or not fix, I shouldn't say that, how to help this mindset, and it might not be a mindset that they need help with working out. It could be, life, and um the husband, the spouse, the kids, and like, y- and manifesting, and all of that stuff, working on your own mindset and stuff like that, I feel like, is definitely helped me better my life and wellness coach clients. You know what
Nice.
I mean?
Yeah.
Because I have some of that background, and I've lived a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, so I've got some experience as well. But so, I mean, are they interchangeable? They can be, but are they every single time? No. Just like with personal training and nutritionists, like, just because you're a personal trainer and you know how to feed yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you know how to feed your clients. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like, like, I've had a lot of guy trainers over the years that have been under me, like, in the gyms, um, and a lot of them tend to, like, shy away from giving the girls the heavier weights, and I'm like, I would go up like many years ago when I was working at Gold's. I had my guy Brian. I was like, Brian, why is she still lifting the 12s? Like, have you? Every time I go by, she's like bicep curling the 12s. Put some 15s in her freaking hand. What the hell? Well, but I don't want to hurt her. I'm like, ah. If she can't lift it, then you put it down. But if she can get like 3-4, reps of the 15 out, how is she going to progress? Give her the freaking weight. Put some weight on there. You know what I mean? Like, not hurt her, but like I always do that with my clients. I'm like, like, hey, we've been kind of stuck at this 12-pound, bicep curl. Let's try the 15. We'll have the 12 sitting right here, so we'll get as many reps out as the 15s as we can, and then we'll, when you start losing form, then let's grab the 12s and finish the set out. So I mean, and as far as nutrition, like there's a lot of great trainers that, like I said, they don't know a lot about nutrition to help other people. They know how to feed themselves, but they don't know how. And this whole thing of exercise more and eat less, I hate that freaking.
I know.
I absolutely hate that cookie cutter response. Because if somebody knows that they're overweight, they probably already are not eating a lot. If they're in the gym, you know what I mean? They're probably already restricting their calories. So it's like, God, I got to restrict my calories even more. I got to work out even more, So it's like, it's best to understand and find out where they are. So I feel like, as a life coach, I can also, like as a personal trainer, a nutritionist, and a life coach, I can figure out where you are mentally, and I want to find out, what's holding you back. Like, why are you afraid to, ask for that raise? Why are you, you know what I mean? Like it's not, so life coach isn't just about like the gym, like you were saying, but personal training is about the gym. But we have some of our clients that we talk to that we can help them through certain life situations. So as they do kind of like they can piggyback off each other. Life coach is different in the sense that they're kind of like with the mental, emotional, the mind, and that state, versus the personal training is more toward the physical, the physicality, but like I said, at certain points in times they do kind of like coincide, and if you have a great life coach that isn't a personal trainer, hopefully, if they say, what, working out, because we know working out is exercise is the best medicine, right?
No doubt.
So, so I mean, and that's the best medicine for depression. So if I'm just a life coach and I'm talking to you, John, and you're, you seemingly like, I'm going to say, look, you know what, go to your nearest gym, search out the best trainer at that gym, and, work on that. So like now you're working mind with me, the life coach, and you're working physical with that personal trainer, and getting that whole mind, body, spirit connection.
Yeah. Hey,
so
listen,
they do coincide, but they can be separate at times as well.
one of my famous quotes that I even made up that John Koga gets credit for: when the mind and body are connected as one, the possibilities are endless. Remember that. I'll say it again.
I like it. Say it.
When the mind and body, or mind and muscle, are connected as one, the possibilities are endless. I coined that phrase.
Love
Check this
it.
out. But Dani, you know what else, Dani? It's like, well, while you were talking about that, I was listening and I was trying to come up with some questions. And another differentiation point would be that you would see your personal trainer maybe 2, 3, 4 days a week. I don't think you see your life coach too, right? You don't,
No,
right?
like once a week, maybe, you can do a phone call, a video call.
Right.
Just kind of assess how the week was. You can talk about your workout, but, like me personally, because I am a personal trainer, I can talk to you about your personal training and your workouts. But some life coaches that aren't personal trainers, are gonna, be able to maybe talk, like, oh, so you didn't get in you only got 3 days in instead of 5. Maybe that has a little bit to do with, what I mean? Like they might be able to coach you on that, but not with that. Right?
I always, a little confession, still do to this day. I always had an issue with people calling themselves a coach. Now this is the having been a former athlete back with the 1972 Jets.
See, name drop. I told you, he always name drops.
I said 1972. I wasn't even born in 72.
I know. Yes, you were.
Stop. Zip it. So, I always had me, and I think a lot of athletes that are, former athletes, as my nothing against you guys calling yourself a coach. My definition of a coach was like somebody that was like a mentor to me. Okay, you can say so as a life coach.
Right.
Somebody that like carried me through the stages of my life for a couple of years at a time, and somebody that I don't know. I just always had a problem with that saying that I'm a coach, and I do coach kids athletics. So, and I when I think of like a who was one of the best coaches in the NFL, I don't know, Shula or one of these guys that have 30,
I don't know,
40.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy John, there you go. All right, you can Jimmy's a great coach. Like I feel like when you have that kind of time and longevity, and you affected so many lives, I think when you say coach, as opposed to I'm hiring Joe Schmo that got a certificate last night. Now he's this big wellness coach. I get it. Say wellness. This is me. I'm not poo-pooing what you guys do. Coach, I had problems with, and also always had a problem with people using the term boot camp, like come take my boot camp class. I always go back to these people and Danny's wearing her flag. And it's silly. There's nothing wrong with you guys that teach boot camp, but I always had a problem with ever doing a Koga boot camp format because I never served in the armed forces. I respect every single person that when they played reveille or whatever the hell they play in the morning, where you had to jump out of your racks, drop your socks, and grab your rocks, and next thing you know, you're out there running, ducking under freaking barbed wire and jumping off buildings and covering your face in paint. These people actually went to a boot camp. Shout out to all of our people that ever served. Me personally, nothing wrong with you guys that are boot camp instructors, but I see Mary Jane, who's a soccer mom, she claims she's the best boot camp. And I get it. I was never really, it never sat right with me calling a class, and it's stupid. This is me just being a complete buffoon but I just never felt right because everyone's like, John, why didn't you ever come up with a Koga boot camp? And when people ask me that, I tell them that, but I did have something I was calling Koga Shock Camp, which was a cool concept I did years ago. But I just never felt right calling myself
Right.
a coach in the fitness industry or using the term boot camp. But to
Right.
each his own,
I mean, I feel what you're saying because the different definitions, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so, but like, as a football coach coaches their team, it's kind of like, someone coaching that person to like better them, to, get them to, get out of their own, mindset to ask for that raise, or, like just
right.
to better themselves or whatever, it's more like a coach is a mentor kind of thing or whatever. And I feel you on the boot camp too, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have an issue with the term boot camp because I know what they're I know what
I
they're
know. I know.
profess, you know what I mean? Like, um, but I feel, I understand what you're saying because when you take it to that level of the military, it's by far no means, that
Yeah.
kind of boot camp. But it gives that's what people like see is like, oh, boot camp, like, oh crap, like I'm gonna be doing push-ups and calisthenics and
Somebody's
you
gonna
know
be in
what I
my
mean?
face
Like
like a drill
somebody's gonna
instructor.
be in my face and they're gonna kick my ass, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like so it's that, But no, I mean,
And I
I
also have a
appreciate that.
I also have a problem with, like I said, some of these egomaniac instructors out there, and I'm not going to make any names, that never served a day in their life, and they're in your face telling you 10 more push. Get the f
Yeah,
out of here! What do you listen? Go
yeah.
go 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 down to hey Cavallo. Where's my boy Cavallo? I know you listen. Who served in the Marines? What's that Marine boot camp down in? I'll never forget when my childhood best friends left for boot camp, man. And I'll never forget that night before. Chris Cavallo, big shout out to Chris. Chris was going off, and me and my boys like, what is he out of his mind? He went like, he just graduated high school, and he went like then in the summer, like, dude, enjoy your freaking summer before you go down to Camp Lejeune or somebody shout out and make the boot camp down in Carolina. Anyway, but unless you've done that and you serve that, pull back a little, pull back
Yeah,
fitness boot
yeah,
camp instructor, pull back a little bit, calling people maggots and
yeah,
mimicking what you saw in Apocalypse Now.
right,
Save it,
yeah.
take a better
Well,
approach.
and that's one of the main reasons why, like years ago, when Biggest Loser came out, like I did not want to watch Biggest Loser because
I know
everybody
where you're
was
going.
they were putting me in the same with Jillian
Category.
Michaels.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, I'm just trained. Like, I'm not trying to be Jillian Michaels. I just was. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Yep.
I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm not taking can't for an answer. So we're going to be here all damn day until
So
you try a
I
push
love it.
up. You know what I mean? Like,
I love
so
it.
like, and they're like, oh my God, you need to watch Biggest Loser. That's how Jillian Michaels is. And blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not taking your shit, you know?
Yep.
But I wanted people to know and understand that I wasn't trying to mimic anything that I saw on TV. This is me and this is how I train. Now, if I hire, you know, like I have Anna as my trainer, I have Aaron as a trainer, and soon Ryan. You're gonna love Ryan. Ryan. Oh, I gotta have Ryan. We gotta have Ryan on this
Can't
podcast.
wait.
But you know, like they all train differently, right? So I would never expect, now Anna's trained under me, you know, but I would never expect her to train exactly like me. Like if you're saying no, I'm be like, look, bitch, you gonna do this damn thing. Like I'm not gonna, you're not gonna waste my time. You're gonna try this push up. Now Anna has a different approach. She has some of my same style, but as far as getting you to do something, you know,
All right,
it's a different, it's a different
approach.
approach. Yeah.
Danny, I have a question for you. Okay, so you hire this guy or girl comes in to Danny K Gym and Wellness, all right? You do the interview, they win you over. No military background whatsoever. No police, military, no nothing, okay? No authoritative figure background.
Right.
You gave them a client of yours that you just got whatever. They had to fill in for this, whatever, for a walk, whatever. And you walk into your gym and you see that person barking and yelling in that person's face, like they're a drill instructor, you know, like not like you, not in positive reinforcement, but like, you know, kind of name calling and you know, and whatever. How would you be okay with that? With that person doing that? I don't know. What's your honest opinion?
I mean, honestly, I'd have to like see the situation
Evaluate it.
itself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like evaluate it, and you know, like. But no, I mean, you know, my clients know that when I'm doing that, it's not. I'm not calling them
Yeah,
names or
because
anything like that.
yours is done out of love and care
It,
and
yeah.
consideration.
I
You
mean,
know that.
like for instance, there was a girl that years ago when I trained at Powerhouse, she was doing the 8 pound dumbbells, and we were doing a chest press, and it was like a um um like a circuit kind of thing. We had four exercises, and
Okay.
everybody, you know, like the whole team did all the four exercises, and they all went and did a quarter-mile sprint, came back, and we did, you know, whatever. Um, but she was holding everybody up, and she was doing the 8 pound dumbbells, and we talk about this to this day, right? So like she was doing the 8 pounds, and I was standing over top of her, and she got to 8, and she just stopped, and I was like, "We just are you at 12?" And she's like, "No, I was only at 8." I'm like, "Start over." So she was like 1, 2, 3, and she stopped again. I'm like, was that 12? She's like, no. And I'm like, look, I am
Oh,
over top of you. I have your hands. I'm actually doing the work for you.
for you,
I
yeah.
just want you to not give up. Do it again. So start over. So
That's a good
she's, you know,
trainer.
pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She stops 7 or 8. And I'm like, girl, I'm telling you, like, I'm not going to tell you one more time. Like, you're going to fucking do this. I'm grabbing these weights. I'm doing it for you. Like, just don't stop. Don't give up.
Yeah.
And finally, we got through it, and she was like, "Ah, like 12,
And
right?"
now she's done 50 reps as opposed to 12, you
Right,
know?
but she stood up, and we're like, "Yes, girl, we're high-fiving," you know what I mean? But,
Nice.
like,
I
so it
love
was
it.
intense and yelling right then and there, but
I love
it wasn't heinous or
it.
mean. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
she
yeah,
knew what I was doing. She was
yeah,
she goes, "That's what I'm paying you for."
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, to make me not quit, right?
yeah,
So it's passion, right? So my thing is about, it's about passion and about not getting you to quit. So she was up on the treadmill doing her little quarter mile, and the lady looked at her and was like, "You let her cuss at you and yell at you like that?" She's like,
yeah.
"That's what I pay her for." And look, I didn't give, like, she
Yeah,
wouldn't let me give up, and I did it.
that's
You know
great.
what I mean? Like, she saw the potential in me that
J-
so
j-
that's different, you know?
Yeah, just so some of you that are listening out there that might be looking to get a person that might not be your personality. So Danny K is going to know what, and
Right,
I would know. We're very good at discernment and being able to read people as clients
right,
and as members. So Danny might be like that with her, but you might be a little bit less passive aggressive. You know, she might be a little less
right,
aggressive and
right.
more passive with you.
Yeah.
You learn to read people. You learn to adapt to your client.
Personal trainer.
Training, exactly.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Right?
End the
Yeah.
story. That's what
You
I was
know?
going to end the story.
Yeah.
You know. That's good. That's really good. I'll tell you what, Danny, that was nice. We got some great comments. Judy, Janelle, everybody's on right now. They're
Awesome.
checking it out. TikTok is still going. Danny, what's your TikTok? Let everybody know your TikTok handle.
TikTok.
Or
What
whatever the
is
hell.
Danny Knight 16 is my TikTok. DANIKNIGHT 16.
Man, I hope China's not watching your videos, man.
I hope they are. I soul.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh
No,
my
it
God,
was
which just reminds me. Okay, so like quick story with the Cosby Show back in the day when the twin no, it was Raven Simone was on there, right? Olivia. And Denise and Martin went to Japan and they sent her back like this little kimono thing, right? And they told her what hi was, I think it was hi in Japanese, and it was Ohio, right? So she went up to the Sandra's twins and she went Ohio, they go New Jersey.
that's awesome.
I love it.
That's how
I
we're gonna
love
end this
I
podcast
love
today.
it.
That was freaking
Ohio, New
with everybody
Jersey.
laughing. Well, you know what? We covered a lot, Danny.
We did.
I think
I
I
hope
said it.
TikTok land liked it.
I think TikTok land loves it. I'm
You
gonna get
know.
on that TikTok eventually. I'm gonna get on that TikTok, but
Yeah, because then we could do battles, John. We would make so much money. I'm telling you. Another quick story. Last year, one of my clients' best friend's daughter made 1.5 million
wow,
dollars on TikTok.
really
Yes,
legit,
and
like
and and a, and a good friend of mine, her daughter made like $7,000 in
wow.
like a short. And all she did was get on there with her friends and like battle, like like kind of like what we're doing here. And there's a little bar that goes across the top, and your friends send you gifts, and my friends send me
Yeah.
gifts, and which equals up to be money, real money. And then whoever wins, you know what I mean? Like
Well,
there's
let me
like this
ask you
little
this. So,
battle.
for those of you guys, I'm curious to know if you guys are listening to this and you're on social media, drop your handle of TikTok in. If you guys want to get a
Yeah.
little plug yourself. Tell us what your TikTok handle is. I
Yeah,
don't have TikTok.
anybody that puts their TikTok thing in, I will follow them if I'm not already following them.
Nice. That's a deal. That's better.
And one person puts their TikTok handle, John Koga has to create a TikTok profile.
Oh boy. All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna have to hand that off to my people and see what they think.
My people. He ain't got no damn people.
He doesn't. She ain't lying. He ain't got no. I like that. He ain't got no damn people.
Oh, it's Danny K.
Hey, that's my little guy. All right. So listen, everyone. I think we said it all. We had a great time as always. We want to thank you guys. I don't think we got kicked off today, so that's good. That's a good thing. Make sure you guys share this. There was a lot of really good information today that we discussed and we put you guys through a couple of challenges and a couple of tests. So give it a shot. Report back to us, and we're going to hold up our end of the deal. It's that simple. All right. Sizzle products. I think we're gonna showcase right now a little Sizzle Cafe. I'm holding it up. Sizzle is our
Yes.
official company where we have our over 100 products. This is the coffee, otherwise known as Sizzle Cafe, KAFFE. It is loaded with ingredients that are absolutely amazing for your body without compromising the taste. All you have to do is Google the coffee bean, Panamanian Gesha Boquat, for all of our coffee connoisseurs. Or should I say coffee? For all of our coffee
Coffee talk.
connoisseurs, Sizzle Cafe, Panamanian Gesha Boquat. This bag of coffee that I'm holding, the bean has won the number one tasting bean in the world. Google it for the last top 2 and 3 for the last 10, 15, whatever years. Okay. But in typical Sizzle fashion, Tom Mauer, rest in peace to the one and only Tom Mauer. The Mauer family owns Sizzle, 400,000 square foot production plant with scientists round the clock in Provo, Utah. They decided to add some things that you won't even know are in there, folks, because it didn't compromise the taste. For all of our nutritionists, our Eastern medicine professionals, our Islamic, our Muslim, our Indian, our Hindu, friends and dietitians and nutritionists and believers. We have things such as Gandoderma, Bacapa, Go-To Cola. Sounds like a foreign language. Many of you guys that know these ingredients are like, what? That's in a cup of coffee? Yes.
Yep.
It's going to help with inflammation. It's going to help with memory. It's going to help with fat burning. It's going to help with speeding up your metabolism. These are ingredients, natural ingredients, like shaga is a mushroom. Those of you guys know the benefits of shaga. These are all in one bag of Sizzle Cafe or coffee. You have to try it. It's phenomenal. If
And it's
Sizzle,
infrared roasted.
oh, thank you. We don't have a decaf. Why? You might ask. You have decaf. We don't need a decaf. Why? I'm going to give you guys a little quick 101 elevator version of why we don't need a decaf. So in the coffee bean, when they denature it, not denature, when they decaffeinate it, okay, they're roasting the bean. When you roast something, it causes carcinogens and it causes the acrylamides, which are the toxins and pollutants that are in that bean, to have your heart race, to give you jitters, palpitations, upset stomachs. Our coffee bean is infrared cooked, not
Cooked,
roasted.
not
In
roasted, cooked.
infrared cooked, okay? It sucks all the impurities out of it. The infrared, and Danny knows the power of infrared rays, whether it's for healing. We infrared cook the bean where it has zero acrylamides, parabens, toxins, and chemicals, where you don't get any palpitations, you don't get any jitters. It does not do anything wrong, harmful to your gut. All right. And it also gives you one kick in the pants when it comes to taking
Right.
out inflammations in your joints naturally through a cup of coffee. It's
Now, John, isn't the acrylamides what's in the other coffees that causes cancer? That's
yeah,
the
that's what I said. The
yep,
carcinogens. That's exactly right.
that's what
That's
causes cancer or
that's
can
exactly
cause cancer.
can cause cancer. And guys, guess what? All those coffee drinkers out there, coffee can be very, very beneficial in many, many ailments. I've been doing a lot of research on it, but not coffee that has acrylamides in it,
Right.
okay? And has your carcinogens in it. No, it has to be infrared cooked, which we're one of the only companies that do it. All right. So check it out. If you want more information on Sizzle Cafe, you want
Sizzle
us to have
Cafe.
order it, Danny will post her link up. You guys can click on Danny's link in the comments and go check out a bag of this. It's $30 or $28, whatever it is. It's equivalent to spending about $150 a month on products that you would be putting supplementation in your body, and you're getting your best tasting coffee in the world. It is the top of the line coffee bean, and we own futures in this family's plant, not plant, mountain in Panama. So, all right,
Right.
I said enough. Listen, I got to go. I got things to do. I got people to see. I got places to go. Got a lot on my plate, Danny. A lot on my plate. So, as I
Yeah, and
like,
you keep telling me that you're gonna tell me what's going on, and
I
you haven't called me. You haven't
I
called me
will.
yet.
I called you earlier, but I made it about you. I want to hear
Right.
about Danny. I didn't
And I
make it about
appreciate
John
that.
Koga. I
But
want to
I've been wanting to hear about what you
and
have
and you
cooking.
what do I have? I'm going to use the term burner because burner might tie into it. I'm going to put it on the burner, all right? And I'll let you guys know next week what the big reveal is, but I'm going to let Danny know prior to that. I just
Thank
as much
God.
as I want as much as I want Danny to be surprised on I got to let Danny know prior to the announcement next week.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. So, guys, listen, I said enough. I'm going to shut the hole underneath my nose right now. And I'm going to tell you guys, thank you so much for supporting us. Make sure you guys subscribe for all the countries that are logging in and subscribing. We thank you guys. We really do. All right. So, as always, I like to say one Koga love. I am out. John Koga. Peace. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, your travels, wherever it may take you. Make sure you follow us on the social medias. If you want more information on Sizzle products, which you should, if you're spending your money in Walmart and Vitamin World, shame on you. We're going to teach you why you shouldn't be doing that. And if you want to make a little side hustle and you want to create a little, extra residual income from now until the rest of your life because it doesn't go away, it's in a Dynasty Trust. You guys got to reach out to us. So, Danny, give us the famous closing words of the one Danny K, aka Danny Knight, and you guys enjoy it. We're not gonna hit the song because we don't have a closeout song. So just
So
listen.
y'all, again, like it was a great podcast. Thank y'all on TikTok for joining us, and whatever John said with the Sizzle Cafe, the link is in my bio on TikTok. Plus, I did a little TikTok video on my Sizzle Sport and Sizzle Rip that I put the link out there too on TikTok. So, but TikTok, y'all, it is in my bio. But y'all, like, again, KFIT Talk on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Definitely look us up and smash that subscribe button and share it with your friends. This is season 6, so we got 5 seasons and a little bit from whatever. What episode is this in season 6?
Three.
Okay, so we got 5 full episodes, or seasons.
Over 100 episodes. Yeah.
Five full seasons, 100 plus episodes that y'all haven't seen yet. So get on it. KFIT Talk, wherever you listen to your podcast. So until next time, y'all, stay tuned, stay informed, stay motivated.
TikTok, don't stop. I was singing the TikTok song. All right, guys, we love you guys. We had to go without music, intro, and closing music because we don't want to get shut off, but we're going to figure it out for next week because music is the driving force. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace.